I feel good now. Actually, I'm going to turn my kitchen light off real quick. Keep
Sure.
recording.
Welcome back to Good Vibes Live. This is episode 15. You know, things are getting hard to feel good vibes about.
Mike's back. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Did you say anything sad while I was gone? Because it sounded like you were.
I was just like, I don't know. I was missing you. It was hard.
Understand.
You're coughing.
So. Dude, I can't stop coughing. This is crazy. This is why I don't know. Did I say it out loud or did I just think it? I'm contemplating stopping smoking weed.
Wow. Okay. All right. Why?
Dude, I think I can't even take like full deep breaths anymore.
Could you
without
have
coughing?
Maybe contracted a virus that
it's definitely not coronavirus. It's definitely not coronavirus.
All right. Definitely never heard someone say
weed.
that so confidently before.
I know it's not coronavirus because it's been going on for like 3 months now.
I hear there's some COVID long haulers, although some people say those people are liars.
Maybe I've had COVID for 3 months.
No, you got a good immune system. You're always out there in the gym.
Dude,
working out.
I have genuinely the strongest immune system in the world.
Dude, I remember one time in college, we were outside one night. It was like 2:30 in the morning, and we were just finding dirty hoses to drink from. Remember?
I remember that.
We didn't even get sick.
Yeah, no, of course we didn't get sick. Because you remember the one hose we found, it was like an orange juice hose. So we just drank all that vitamin C and we were fine.
Cleansed.
And then we found out the next day that it was actually just rust, but like we were still fine.
Whatever. I got a tetanus shot once like a decade ago. It sucked. Never doing that again.
It's for life though, I'm pretty sure.
I think, what do you think about tetanus shots really?
Are they mandatory?
I think so.
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
I think you only get a tetanus shot if you like step on a rusty nail or like some sort of rusty metal.
No. So you take it, you take the shot, so you have the antibodies of whatever an infection with like a rusty nail may like if you hypothetically ever step on a rusty nail.
So you're telling me I've gotten a tetanus shot?
Yeah, I think so. There was that time. You remember that other time in college? Oh man, we were super. That was finals week, so we were studying really hard, and we had to take, a second. Took a step back. We were both stressing out. Remember, it was for that class that we had, and we took a step back, and what we did was we laid on a bed of rusty nails, and it woke us up, man. And we realized none of it mattered. Nothing mattered.
No, that's actually an old Tibetan ritual. It's like, they don't do drugs. So what they do is, they find life ways to get high. And they say one of the best is a bed of rusty nails.
Yeah. These doctors trying to claim you should get a tetanus shot it's like circumcision, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you're the one who shared this with me, being that you brought up circumcision. But
I do it a lot.
Yeah. I think I've had more conversations with you about circumcision than anybody else.
It's philosophically.
I think probably you told me you would get more pleasure if you weren't circumcised.
So all the nerve endings are just like snipped. All right, so I want you to understand, right? Touch.
Yeah.
You're grabbing, right? You're having a reaction. I'm not sure if this is right, but you only feel that because there's like a nerve reaction to what you're doing, I think, right? Yeah. So the skin that it comes pre-packaged, right? That we had removed, that was skin that was designed to feel.
What was
and
the
it
fucking
would
point?
glide. It would glide up and down, and way more than it does now. And it's supposed to be infinitely superior.
What was the point?
It's supposedly there's some hygiene reasons. It's
because it started religiously though, didn't it?
Oh, hey, Mike, chill, buddy.
I'm just saying. What was it
unreasonable to hold some sort of something against the people that memed you at a non-consenting age forever? I don't know. What was the question? Is that what you were asking me?
Similar to that, I think I understand why you have animosity toward your birth doctor, as we all should. All of us circumcised men should have share that animosity that you share. It's unfortunate.
Stand up.
Yeah. That's what we should hashtag it. Hashtag no more circumcisions.
No more hashtag more foreskin.
Free the foreskin, man.
Free the foreskin. Free it. Which kind of
sounds like you should be snipping it off. I don't know.
Maybe a t-shirt in there someday.
What was it? Moses? Did Moses cut his dick off or some shit?
Listen, I don't know the whole story. I know that some people, there's some diseases that you could get if you don't clean your willy and your foreskin enough. But honestly, I would have liked to have had to come across that in my own life. And, you know, I try to keep myself clean. I feel like I would have, you know, been okay. You know, I would have put the soap all over it, or maybe whatever you're supposed to do. I don't know. I'll never know though. That's the point. Maybe it would dry it out.
I mean, there's definitely people out, you know, there's plenty of people with uncircumcised penises.
Yeah, and they seem happier.
It's pretty much just an American thing, right?
And porn.
Well, porn's, I guess not too American.
Think about it. Really think hard.
I think maybe it's just the porn I watch, but a lot of my porn is American.
When you watch a porn and you see some guy with I don't know if you've ever watched a porn. I certainly have not. I find it disgusting. It's not Christian.
I support sex workers, Liam, because I'm not a fucking misogynist.
Yeah, that's why I go on to OnlyFans, because I believe in small businesses and not corporations.
That's fair, man.
Cunt.
That's actually you one up me there. You fucking rascal, you.
Anyway, yeah, I'm a monster. But anyway, fuck. We were talking about porn. Yeah, I feel like
circumcised penises.
Yeah. I feel like in my journeys, right, I just come across more frequently cut men.
Yeah, I've been in plenty of locker rooms in my day.
No. I just mean on the pornos.
Oh, pornos too. Yeah, for sure.
Dude, one time, you want to hear a real story, honest to God truth, like 100% this happened, 5% of it for comedic effect.
Tell me.
So I was in a bathroom once peeing just so hard. It was great. It was like, you know, I drank a lot of water, body was doing its thing. And then this guy came up to me and he was like, yo, why does your penis look so weird? And this sounds like a bad story, but it wasn't.
It sounds like
it was a misunderstanding. He had never seen a circumcised penis, and then I saw his penis. It was uncircumcised, and we both were like, "What?" Minds were blown.
How old were you?
This was last summer.
Like, was this like a Jewish person who had only lived in a Jewish community?
This has happened a few times in my life.
You've had multiple encounters as the only circumcised.
The exact same.
That's crazy.
Story.
Yeah. I mean, I've never
dozen.
I've honestly never seen a uncircumcised penis in person. I would like to. I'm not opposed to it. I just haven't.
They look better. I have seen
many.
Yeah, I didn't even play sports. It's wild.
People just felt like they could show you their penis.
No, one time, again, I've told this story on a different podcast.
You look very molestable.
Bullet points.
You look very molestable.
I get that a lot, but my point is, I'm a Catholic, but I'm not really a Catholic. Like, my mom would be happier if I was Catholic Irish, you know. Yeah, so I just drink.
I do know.
But now my point about what were we talking about, Mike? I lost my train of thought.
Circumcision.
Yeah, we've been on that for a while.
We've been on that for a long time.
I feel like seeing a circumcision penis in person. I've told this story before on a podcast, so I'm going to give you like a bullet point of it real quick. I used to work at McDonald's. Best years of my life.
Share your accomplishments. Don't be humble.
I was employee of the month, my first full month there on the job. My name was written in gold acrylic paint. And people thought of me. They remembered me, right? Mm-hmm. I was I don't know if I can talk about this stuff, but let's just say hypothetically, I can talk about, I don't know, McDonald's should want to sponsor me. I'm like a poster child for a success story for them, I think. I haven't accomplished anything with my life.
You think you're the most successful former McDonald's employee?
No. I know
I'm sure.
I know multiple people that worked at this McDonald's that are more successful than me in every way. Probably every single person that worked with me. That's half true. Man, I'm talking a lot of shit. I'm throwing all sorts of subliminals out. I'm trying to get out of it.
You're taking it too seriously because the fact of the matter is they're never going to listen to this. These McDonald's folk are never going to listen to this.
All right.
They're
kind of my target market, bro. So they're good people.
Liam, I checked our stats. I checked our numbers. And where we're ranking the lowest. Mistake. Yeah, it was a sad thing to look at.
It hurts, right? Think of how many times we talk.
It just doesn't make sense. I'm just like, yo, I say too much gold for these. You know what it is?
Yeah.
There's a lot of idiots out in the world, Liam, and we're not two of them.
I don't think so. I
don't like that. The table that my laptop is on is uneven, and it's just fucking bugging me out, man.
So someone showed me their cock at McDonald's and it was uncircumcised.
I think you told this on the last podcast.
Yeah, but I knew I had, but I don't know if this is a new detail. I believe it was uncircumcised.
On new people listening to this episode, so you want to just make sure you get it in on every episode.
Yeah, I'm begging for help.
So you're saying the detail you felt you missed was that this penis was uncircumcised?
Yeah, and I felt like I could kind of bring it in. It wouldn't feel forced.
This is probably, honestly, at this point, I think we should just go for an entire episode about circumcision. Like, there's no point to spend the first 15 minutes on it and then leave it at that.
I asked my doctor if he was circumcised.
Is he?
He's like, no way.
That doesn't shock me.
I socked him in the mouth in the room. I socked him in the mouth.
Can you re-circumcise
He was
yourself?
just laughing. He was just laughing maniacally while bleeding out of his mouth. And he was like, you'll never know. You'll never know. I'm untouchable. You can't stop me. Grab me by my shirt and stuff. And he's bigger than me and older and more of a man.
Yeah,
because he's got a fucking he's got
dick.
Like foreskin in particular.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's like, look, I've had such a good life that you'll never even understand. The best thing, never. And then he spit in my mouth.
Yeah.
And then I sat back in the room and they let me hang out there for like 15, 20 minutes before asking me to leave. That's what I did.
Yeah. So do you think there is a surgery in which you can you can re-circumcise yourself?
No.
You can
doesn't work that way.
Yourself.
Yeah.
You sure?
You're just deading a part of the body. If you like cut off your ear, for instance, right?
Yeah.
It's not gonna like come back.
No, but they can put a new ear on.
Put on a new ear. Yeah. Sure. So
you put on different.
I don't see a lot of people pursuing the foreskin thing. I bet if you had a lot of money, you could just get a new dick. Whatever you want.
How popular? This is actually a conversation that was brought up in my household the other day. We were talking about how how popular fake titties are. Very popular. Plenty of women have fake titties.
I just want people to feel happy the way they are.
I'm not judging.
If that includes huge, awesome fake titties, that's cool.
I'm just saying.
But it's not what I'm here, for.
How many fake dicks do you think there
are? Not enough. That's for sure.
That's what I'm saying, man. I feel like it should be a more popular thing.
Women outnumber men, right?
I didn't know that, actually. I didn't have any. I've never thought of it, I guess. I've never been like, I wonder if there's more men or women.
I think it's like 60-40 or something.
Really?
Yep. No president.
Somehow, Nichols College was still like 70-30.
Yeah. Hey, you want to hear something funny about Nichols College?
Sure, man.
I still don't have my degrees.
No fucking way.
Yeah, fucking way.
Are you serious?
I'm out here going through a pandemic and shit, and they're like not gonna give me my degrees. They're just holding on to it. I paid it. They've cashed the final checks, man. They've cashed the money. First of all, they were like, you need to give us more money if you want the paper. You can say you have it, but if you want the paper, we need this last bit here. And I was like, so you're just kind of like holding them hostage and stuff? And they're like, yeah, it's the last thing we can do.
Standard procedure.
Yeah. And they just made me feel pretty dumb about it. And so it's been paid for. The loan has also been pulled out upon, and interest rates that don't make any fucking sense as to why I thought it was a good idea 4 years ago, but I was too stupid to get it at the point. Now I'm just in a hell taken advantage of.
Let's make a bunch of 17-year-olds. Let's tell them the 4 best years of their life are ahead of them. Make them feel like it's their only option.
Live in a culture that celebrates and embellishes this whole experience so that these kids can think they're doing the right thing, but what they're doing is borrowing money against just themselves. These fucking predatory people, I don't understand how these people can hide their fucking erections when a new kid comes in through that door looking for a college like fucking education. I used to work in banking, bro. Let me tell you, they're
pretty fucking crazy. That motherfucking armies too, bro. The fucking military is there too, predatorially stalking children, trying to get them to sign their life away before they're even 18 years old.
We'd have a lot more serial killers if it weren't for the military. So I like to take that as a win. I think we should spend as much money as humanly possible on the military.
I'm not saying we shouldn't spend, trillions extra on them. Of course, we should have
trillions extra.
And
I would say at least $2 to $3 trillion more dollars a year.
At least like $5 to $100 trillion more dollars a year.
I want a space force.
Well, that's separate from the military.
No, it's a branch now. It's an official branch of our military.
The Space Force?
Yeah, Trump
I'm
made it a thing.
100% certain we haven't been to space. I'm not even willing to.
Dude, I've heard so many people talk about it. It's just kind of boring. No, that being up there is pretty just boring. That I'm like, we've definitely been to space. There's nothing.
I bet, dude. I bet being up there.
Nothing more to this.
I bet being
trying to search for some creator out there in the stars somewhere, like Thanos. It's just.
You don't think there's aliens?
Dead planet after dead planet after dead planet. We're alone. That's what I think.
No, we're not. You're wrong about us being alone. You're right about us having never been to space.
I didn't say that. I definitely didn't say that. I said it was
disappointing. You said we're alone. We're alone because space doesn't even fucking exist.
Oh, we're not going to be one of those flat earther pods. I can't do it.
It's crazy. I don't know if you saw.
I went too deep down the well, coincidentally.
Did you see? No, I do. First off. I know. Nobody's talking about it. We don't even know about the center of the earth, the core of the earth. We don't know about any of that shit. We don't know what the bottom of
the ocean, bro. There could be giant octopus. There are giant octopus. They thought they weren't real, and they're like,
we don't know about anything.
There's a ton of.
You know what we do know? Species. You know what we can't even. But I'm saying we can't even drill into the earth because the pressure is too great, and the earth would explode. The pressure is too great, and the earth would explode. Or can we not drill into the earth because it is a cardboard box, and we just kaplutz come out the other side because it's flat?
I think humanity has known this for a few hundred years, that if you dig deep enough, eventually you disturb the lizard people, and then they come up to the earth's surface and just start jacking people out of the blue. Last time it happened, Roanoke was
Roanoke, Virginia.
Village. Yeah, it was a village, and they were digging a big deep hole, and a bunch of lizards came out and killed all of them. There was no evidence.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do I know that that's what happened?
You were there.
Yeah, I was there. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, obviously. You're the one
it's just dumb. Just
I
a pretty
mean,
dumb thing.
no, the people need to know the facts, Liam. The people need to know the facts. And the fact is, we've never been to space. We never went to, like, the moon landing's fake. The moon landing's obviously fake.
Do you think that? You really think that?
Yeah, that's why Buzz Aldrin's an alcoholic, because he can't hide. Like, why? Because he's upset that he has to lie every day. So he drinks his life away.
I think it's just something that happens to people that serve this country. They're not taken care of by this country.
Yeah, that's. But would you consider NASA? Was NASA a military program at the time? Or was it? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because it was going against the Russians.
We were beating them.
Make them go poor. And then collapse.
Make them go poor by
starvation.
creating a film. By creating a film of us landing on the moon, so they think we did it. So they. No, but nobody got to space.
Like 20 years after that happened, Reagan instituted. Well, yeah, but maybe I don't know if that happened, but
that did happen.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
If we didn't go to space, why are you telling me that's okay? Yeah, I'm sure that.
Because that was staged.
I wasn't there. I wasn't there. You think the Challenger was staged?
Those people died. I'm not saying they didn't, but it was it was a sacrifice. It was a sacrifice to make space more believable. They were like, well, if we show them people dying on their way, they're not going to question it.
What do you think were like the thoughts going through like the head of like the sponsors of that event?
When it exploded, they were probably like, oh man, this is a bad look, man. This is not.
Back it up. We should leave Monster Energy drink or something.
Yeah, like Red Bull's just there.
Yeah.
Red Bull does not give you wings after all, kids.
Yeah, they just put down the one that they have in their hand, and then they're like, all right, time for the 18-hour ride home.
Damn, man. And you're just like, we're the reason that, like, I don't know how many people were on the Challenger. 8, maybe? Was it 8?
13.
13. See, 13 is the number I had in my head, but I felt like that was too many for a spaceship.
I'm not positive, but the number's in my head too.
The number was in my head, so I feel like 13 is probably the right answer. There's no way both of us are wrong, dude. I thought
that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think honestly, why'd you fly 13 people in a spaceship? That's a terrible.
And one of them was like a
luck.
teacher. One of them was a teacher. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's a lot
of
like,
you're gonna go to space
for publicity to play a game, so that way it looks like we tried going to space, but meanwhile we've never been to space and the Challenger was staged. Let me skedaddle this into my room.
Sure. I'll I'm thinking of saying stuff. I just don't have anything. What am I going to say? What am I talking about? How are things?
We're talking about the Challenger and how it was staged.
We're talking about the Challenger. You really think it was staged? I think it.
I know.
Wow. That'd be messed up. I hope we're not offending anyone who was on the Challenger with all of this Challenger discussion stuff. I could see if you were on the Challenger, you could probably be offended by us seemingly making a jest about a tragedy, you know? But, you know, sometimes you're riffing, you know, you're going back and forth and you're talking, and, you know, sometimes, you know, there's an opportunity for comedy, right? So you go for it, you know, especially if you're on a podcast, you know, you go for it. In the spirit of the astronauts and heroes of the Challenger, you know, we sometimes like to push barriers and, you know, do things that haven't been done before. So, yeah, that's really how I feel about the whole thing, I guess. If you're wondering, I could be here all day just talking about my own thoughts, I don't know if, oh, look, Mike's in the waiting room. It's, here we go. I think he's joining, Well, I could edit this, right? But I feel like that would be disingenuous to not include the whole thing. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That was good.
That was crazy.
I just blacked out and talked about a lot of things in the time you were gone.
I'm glad that you were able to carry the show while I was having technical difficulties.
I had a fun time with it. I'm probably going to listen to it again. Probably. Yeah. Let's talk about this shit. Okay. I'm on Twitter today. Right. I see a tweet. It said, "Men don't believe in astrology, but believe that punching drywall is a substitute for therapy."
Yeah.
Do you think, what does it make you think?
I mean, I've done therapy and I punch drywall. So I don't know if one's a substitute for the other. I think they're both equally effective.
But she says she's calling into people like astrology. She's saying astrology is easier to believe than punching drywall.
I mean, I also believe in astrology, but I've also punched drywall. I do think easier to believe in. I mean, there's direct results with punching drywall. You punch drywall,
that's what I'm
and
saying.
Yeah, I have to have faith. Like, believing in astrology is like believing in God. It's faith based. Where, like, I know factually if I punch this drywall, I'm gonna feel significantly better.
Now I know you're thinking, Mike, Liam, why bring this tweet up, right?
Yeah.
Now, because Mike, when you find something on the internet, sometimes it's not just a shallow nothing. Sometimes these are real people on the other side.
Yeah,
like human beings.
A lot of times they're Russian bots.
Other times they have a podcast about astrology.
Oh, so you know these people personally?
No, I've just been digging. So this person tweeted that thing. Then she attaches. It went viral, of course. Only reason I saw it, only reason it flew on my radar, obviously. I don't like things that have less
that aren't viral
than 100,000 likes. I need to be a part
of
something your time. So bad. But so this individual, she tweets this out and then she attaches her astrology podcast. Now let's take a look at the podcast, Mike. What are the numbers, right? Compare it to. I'm trying to compare it to our own, and just to know where we stand.
Okay.
Against astrology as a podcast, right? So let's take a look at their official podcast. You'll notice I'm not saying any names, right? Because these are competitors, and I don't want to give them a leg up.
No
okay?
free
promos. So they have a lot more followers than us.
It's a shame.
And they follow less people than us.
Okay. What is this on?
This is on the Twitter, which I know you don't
we have a Twitter. Yeah, we have a
Twitter. Technically, hold on. If we count your history, we're up on them on Twitter. But you deleted that.
Absolutely. Do we have a Twitter though? We have a good vibe. Could have
given us a future. Could have been eating.
I had to delete it, Liam. I had to delete it.
You didn't have to do anything.
The people couldn't handle the heat anymore. I had to get out of the kitchen.
So yeah, I have a Twitter. I'm the only one promoting our show up there, which is not a problem.
I thought you meant there was a Good Vibes Live Twitter.
No, I mean, what are we gonna tweet? Like the jokes I would have said on mine.
Honestly, we could just tweet a whole shit ton of memes and videos, and people will follow it.
Mike, I only know Twitter as a joke writing device. I do not know how to grow on a platform.
I'll do it, baby. I'll do it.
You think you can do that
on Twitter? I think I could run on Twitter.
You have some successful history in the past.
Yeah, I understand.
Right?
Yeah,
you have a couple.
I get their algorithm.
I believe in you.
I know that.
I need to believe in something.
Twitter knows Twitter.
Good. I was
know.
thinking about leaning into like an alt-right thing.
I mean, there's definitely a following there. There's definitely a.
What if I was like the alt-right guy and you were like the opposite?
Like
a pussy.
Like lib cuck, like a lib cuck.
Yeah, you're just like a lib cuck.
I could play a lib cuck. And like you bang my wife all the time and you just shoot rifles and yell yee yee. And
I'm visiting.
I complain about other people. I get offended for other people. You know what I mean? Like me as a white man, I take on the offense of entire other races. I think I should champion them. That's what I do.
Do you think you're that guy? You're that guy that should do it?
I think that's what I think I could play that lib cuck very well. I could champion the feelings of others for sure.
You probably want a woman president.
Of course I want a woman president. Just because she's a woman.
Yeah, this is a character. We're doing characters now. All right, we're doing characters the rest of this episode. Okay.
I thought that was.
Listen, I love having a gun on me.
Yeah. I don't think anyone should ever even look at a gun.
Well, listen, I think you don't understand.
Grand Theft Auto is bad.
Grand Theft Auto is a game about a bunch of mass murderers and serial killers, not real life. Yeah. Mike, I'm a human being.
Oh god.
So I can have a gun and I don't need to hurt other people, but know that I can all the time.
Yeah.
In rapid succession.
If you think about purchasing a gun, I think you should be jailed for a minimum of 5 years. That's, of course.
You believe in more jails?
Wow. Oh, significantly more for people who own guns. I
feel like there's flaws in your theory because that includes, people from all walks of life.
No, only white people are going to this jail to make up for our past mistakes. These are white jails only.
Well, these aren't decisions I made, so I don't understand why it should affect people like me. I'm a white guy who owns a gun.
Yes, exactly.
All I've done in my life is...
Your first crime was being born white. That was your first crime. Your second crime was owning a gun.
Well, I got my foreskin taken away immediately after being born white. So
that was your third crime.
That wasn't my call. None of it was my call.
You're being exclusive to people who do have foreskin. You're making them feel like they're not welcome here.
I want to be them more than anything and anything on earth. Mike, 20% sensitivity. They estimate.
Are we really at is that really the stat? 20%? They estimate that. That's crazy.
No, it's at least 20% better than what we have going.
That's pretty fucked up.
I deserve to have my foreskin
we feel 20%
and my guns.
Dude, I don't even know. First off, like I said, you should be arrested for making that statement. That's my belief. My belief as PC principal. Just kidding. I'm not gonna rip off.
Yeah,
South
come
Park.
on, Mike. You're better than this.
They did it first.
Moving to Colorado, you've already taken that South Park bit.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I've been to the South Park town.
There's an actual town of South Park.
I mean, it's the town South Park is based on. It's not called South Park, but yeah, there's a town.
Well, what does that mean? What's it called?
I forget what it was called. I drove through.
Are you fucking serious? You're making this story up. I'm
being serious. I saw you can literally in this town. You can literally take pictures with your heads in the faces of Cartman, Kyle, Stan, and Kenny. There's a big wall thing. And what's crazy, dude, is they had the picture of their senior graduating class on the street, and it was literally 18 kids. It was crazy. It was wild.
Yeah, I knew someone that had a class like that. Because I went to a class. My class was 500 kids or something crazy. And yeah, well, yeah. How about you? What was your graduating class like?
500 something as well.
Okay, so you went to interesting. No, I don't know. When I say that, some people are like, "Whoa," and other times they're like, "Why are you talking to me?" about this. What do you want to order,
Yeah.
bro?
Why are you bringing this up?
Yeah,
I'm just
it's like,
curious how many
just
kids
read the
ever went to
menu.
high
Let's
school
read
with.
how are you? Come on, I know you have no one else to talk to, but this can't be it. I'm not your guy.
I
It's
think
D'Angelo.
that we should open our
Good
own
guy.
high school.
No, I'm not really about
Okay.
it.
I think
I got
it'd be
picked on
pretty
a lot in
fucking
high school.
profitable. Yeah, so now you can pick on kids. You can be the bully.
No, it's too much pain.
Yeah, I feel you.
I
would
get picked on in
open.
high school.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. It didn't happen. Like, not to my face, but people definitely said shit behind my back. Like,
Yeah, but they all do, man. They all do, man. I
yeah,
once
I mean, you
was
gotta do
taking
what
a
you gotta
poop.
do. I
I
take
was
it as
taking a poop in the girls' bathroom once, and I could hear them talking shit about me. They were like, "He's so fucking weird. Like, I don't know why he uses the girls' bathroom. Like, this is so fucking like unnecessary. Like, he takes massive shits. It's disgusting." And I was just like crying in the stall. I just wanted. They had a hotter not list, and I just wanted to see if I was on it, and I wasn't. I was on the not list.
See what I did? I broke in at night and just wrote my name a couple times on all the walls in the school. They didn't catch me. They didn't catch me
On all the
though.
walls.
They didn't catch me though because no one knew who I was.
No, they didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
who the fuck is this kid?
Yeah, there's like this doesn't make any sense. They
Liam
mispronounced
who?
my last name.
Yeah, Liam Meager.
And
Who's that?
yeah, it was a really rough week and a half for me.
Honestly, your last name should just be Meager.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's wild? I just found out. You know Bill Maher, whatever. Yeah. When the Irish folks moved to America, like the Meager clan.
Yeah.
It's Mar though. Some of us just are like, yeah, let's spell it in a way that makes sense in this. And I'm related to him. We come from the same ancestor.
Are you talking about
Maher, like Bill Maher, is a deviation.
I was thinking Bill Burr.
Mar. Huh?
Who's? I was thinking about Bill Burr. I don't know.
Oh, that would be way cooler.
That's what I was thinking.
We're kind of from the same place, Worcester. You know, I mean, I'm not really from Worcester. I kind of just went in and gentrified it, I guess. Yeah. I made it worse.
Yeah, of course. I'm actually in the process. Sometimes I think about it. I'm like, damn, I'm a gentrifier. Like, I'm out here moving into a new city, driving up the rent prices, changing the culture. I'm just a gentrifier.
You could think of yourself as a mover, shaker, and producer, though.
No, I think I'm part. That's the worst part. I think I'm part of a herd of sheep, and we're all gentrifying. Like, I'm not doing it alone. Like, I'm just another cog to the machine that is gentrification.
And circumcision.
I'm not a leader in any aspect.
I think there's just like a pile of foreskin somewhere.
Probably. I think that, honestly, McDonald's chicken nuggets are foreskin.
You're an idiot. Have you ever tasted foreskin?
Of course. Grilled only.
Bro, you're a moron. I used to work at McDonald's, and I used to occasionally, throw a bunch of foreskin in the fry later, and then I would have like little. They harden, and then they're good snacks, especially for like car rides. It's good protein. It's mostly protein.
Yeah.
And besides the grease is bad, but that's what makes it taste good. So I'm not out here just eating foreskin raw.
No, I mean, you can. It's supposed to be the healthiest way to consume foreskin is raw.
Yeah, and I did it for a little while.
A lot of people bake it, so it's like chips, and I think that's probably a pretty decent way to consume your foreskin as well.
Yeah, I think we should
light salting.
Be clear about foreskin in particular. We are just very envious
of those who have foreskin.
Yeah, right. That's our stance.
I don't really have a stance either way. I just think it's funny to talk about foreskin. I'm fine. I've never had the experience, so I don't know what I'm missing.
What if I were to tell you that every time you've ever used your dick, it was at least 20% better?
but I can't even imagine it because it's already so good.
Mike, I need you to like think about it.
See, but that's the thing. Like thinking about is why you're sad. You know, why you're envious of these foreskin havers.
I can't stop thinking about it. I think about it
every goddamn day consumes your mind.
Yeah.
And that's the issue, Liam. You're not happy with the dick you've got.
No, I don't care. I like it's not about it. The dick I have, it's mostly balls. But
God, I heard that.
Yeah. But the if there was foreskin on it, it would at least look more dangerous.
Like dangerous in terms of STD looking, because I feel like that's how uncircumcised penises look to me.
Whoa! Looks like we are taking a hard turn.
I'm fucking joking.
Are you just playing for the team that you're on, not the team you wanted?
I mean, man. I'm gonna ride with my guys through and through. I'm gonna ride with my guys through. I'm a loyal 20%
sadder.
It's just like, yeah, but we're probably, honestly, we are probably outnumbered. I do think it's
like, significantly most of the world, bro.
Yeah.
When I get into the history, I won't, because it involves some stuff I don't really understand, but a lot of bullshit. And yeah, people thinking it's good, but you know, in England they don't. Just for example, they don't. And they're a few hundred years older than us. So
you're saying they're smarter. They're a few hundred years smarter than us.
Listen, I'm saying American healthcare is built entirely on lies and for the purpose to put you on drugs.
Yeah, we could have this conversation right now, man. We could have this conversation because the fucking Rockefeller family got involved with Big Pharma and then funded a whole bunch of colleges, and they taught this way of Western medicine, but it's really just to get us all addicted to drugs, like you said.
They told kids that Adderall was a good idea.
Yeah, man, Adderall's straight up methamphetamine. Like
it's straight up methamphetamine. And dude, I've done it. You've done it. We've all done it.
Hell yeah!
It's great. It's legitimately, authentically better than drugs that people frowned down upon.
Yeah, definitely. And like in low doses, Adderall's super helpful.
But in large doses, it's
when you
better.
Like to, until you tweak the fuck out.
Yeah, I've had some bad. I've never done drugs that weren't prescribed to me, but I wish
I was prescribed Adderall.
I've probably ruined my prostate because of the Adderall I've done.
So much farther in life if I was prescribed Adderall.
There's other stuff you can get, but the whole, that's not the point here of this podcast. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad.
I mean, try some.
Do whatever you want, dude. I don't care. If you're underage, at the under age of 18, you shouldn't be listening to this because
I don't anticipate. If you do listen to this, I just assume you've probably tried drugs. Just by our logo alone.
I would hope.
Let me show this painting I got for Christmas.
Oh, here we go. Clip time, everybody.
Where's the camera? Big shout out to my friend Maggie.
Wow.
She painted this for me for Christmas.
That is the coolest. That's the coolest gift you've ever received.
Yeah, man. It was definitely a super cool gift to receive.
That was very very cool, very nice of her.
She also painted me a super fucking dope painting. Not for Christmas. This was a while ago, but it's like the Rocky Mountains with the sunset, and it says Rocky Mountain High on it, and it's really fucking cool.
That is pretty cool, man. That is a good story.
It's super fucking cool. And it's
very
pretty fucking
wholesome.
Big.
It's big.
It's bigger than that painting. It's bigger than that painting. Way
so
bigger.
Much, so wholesome.
It's like as long as my arms are.
Your arms are pretty long.
I actually have short arms, Lee, and if you knew me, you would know that.
No, Mike, I know what you know about yourself.
You would know it's my biggest insecurity. Is that
you made it abundantly clear. We were sucking on rusty hoses, and you were like, "Lee, Mike,
I can't even reach anything.
Wingspan.
My wingspan is too short.
You made up for it. Not
no,
foreskin. but
not in foreskin, not in leg span. I'm just a short individual.
no,
People
you're
don't
not
know
that
this.
short.
People don't know this.
Not that
People don't
short.
know. Well, they can't tell by watching. I'm only 5'1".
I lie about how tall I am every time someone asks me.
Me too. I tell people
Every
I'm
time.
5'10".
I say I think I know I'm at least 6'3", but
Yeah.
I've gone as far as 6'5".
Oh, you're not 6'5". You're 6. I would believe 6'4". I would believe 6'4".
I think 6'4" sounds right to me, but like I arch my back a lot.
You also have poofy hair though. You stand up straight and get that hair poof, you know?
That is true. Yeah, I can pull off a 6'4". You know, I can pull it off, but like not
on Tinder. You could say you're 6'4" and people would believe it.
I did for a while. I was told it would help. But then you have to be interesting after, and I did not get that part.
I thought just the height alone is what got girls. So I don't know why I'm not getting girls, and I think I'm pretty fucking interesting, and I think you're
pretty interesting and tall and funny and
not tall.
I think you're great.
Me. I'm actually exactly average height. No,
I think
I'm slightly above average height.
Yeah, you're slightly above average height. Not in foreskin, but
not in foreskin.
Yeah. Hey, Mike.
I'm only 4'6". Yeah.
You're only 4'6". Imagine like someone you're friends with college with. Yeah, you haven't seen them in a while, and then you see they're just like, "Yo, you're like a foot shorter. You're like a foot and a half shorter." I don't want to like bring it up.
Call you out, yeah.
Yeah, but like what the fuck happened? Did someone drop a book on your head?
Blow your kneecaps?
Yeah, that probably is more.
No, I just
realistic.
I just felt insecure about how short my arms were for my body, so I got a surgery to compensate, and I made my body. It was easier to make my body shorter than it was to make my arms longer. So I just took out a couple of my spinal parts, vertebrae.
Yeah, those things are like Legos. They stick together, and you can reversible order.
You just pull out.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat little thing to know about
every human. It's funny because people don't realize that every human has a different amount of bones, and taller people have more bones.
Yeah, better ones.
Yeah. Maybe not better, but more.
No, I have terrible bones. I don't take any calcium.
I think tall people get injured quite a lot.
Yeah, we atrophy. I won't live as long as you because your brain, your blood has smaller gaps to pump too.
And because I'm just wildly fucking healthy and fit.
Dude, yeah, Rusty. You're still drinking, I hear, your water almost exclusively from Rusty Pipes.
Well, of course. That's where the most vitamin C is.
Yeah.
I get asked to leave about 5 times a day. They're like, "You fucking graduated. Get out of here." I'm like,
I'm not going. You're not a real cop.
Yeah.
It's like,
like, sir, you're campus security. Get out of my face. And I've had the real cops called on me though too. It wasn't fun.
Yeah. But that was for committing crimes.
No, that was for slinging dope.
Okay.
Dope, man. Dope.
Bad.
Man.
You're just admitting things.
Yeah. Hey, bro. Hey, they don't know me. They don't know me.
I sold guns. I still sell guns. If you want to buy guns, I'm a Republican. And I think every man, woman, and child should have a gun.
I don't think, honestly, I've come to a new political stance recently.
Mm-hmm.
So, still communist. Probably will die communist.
Most of them do.
I'm pretty. I'm pretty hardcore anti any American politician. Like, it doesn't matter who they are anymore. I'm just not for them.
I am starting to like Trump on his way. I'm starting to like Trump on his way out.
Why?
Because like, there's a pandemic.
Are you just trying to get on the good side? Are you trying to get on the right side of the revolution right now? Because they got the
no. He's I just like, he doesn't care. He does not fucking care. I've never seen anything like it. Yeah, well, I think he didn't expect to get the job, and then when he got it, he's like, "Well, I'm just gonna rock this." And
wasn't there a bombing in Tennessee?
Nashville, yeah, Tennessee. A guy, you want to hear about it? I talked about this on the podcast I do with Kevin.
Yeah.
So that it makes him feel good that I do with him. I love Kevin. He was a great guest to have on the show, but
good,
it's one of my great friends. Some guy put a bunch of stuff in a bunch of explosive stuff in a vehicle, drove down to Nashville. He told his neighbors, I think the day before, that everyone in Nashville is going to remember me. And could you imagine like not being
the neighbors
creative enough to try and be remembered for something else? You're just like, I got to post something up because this is easier than writing a hook, you know?
I mean, you want to say that he will be remembered.
No, he didn't kill anybody but himself.
He didn't kill anybody?
Anybody with a bomb.
Wow. I'm not obviously that's good. Obviously that's a good thing.
I ripped on this on the other podcast because I think it's like one of the first tragedies we can totally just make fun of. You know, just like legit ball out on this fucking loser. This fucking guy.
This dude didn't even imagine that, bro.
Imagine having a bomb work and not kill people.
And not kill a single person.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you're pretty bad at your job.
Dude, you're a joke. You're a fucking joke. You do not belong.
Yeah.
Like, where are you going to go? You're going to go to hell, I guess. But, like, they're all going to look down.
If I was, like, an
interviewer,
will he even go to hell? Yeah. If I was, like, the interviewer for him, I'd be like, so what'd you do? And like, well, I set off a bomb. I'm like, oh, how many did you get? He's like, oh, it was just me. I'd be like, well, did you intend to kill other people? He's like, yeah, I drove all the way to Nashville. Like, and how long of a ride was that for you? He's like, about 6 hours. Like, so you drove 6 hours.
It's like
to do something you could have done in your garage.
Jimmy, get back here. You gotta hear this.
Yeah, you gotta hear this guy. This fucking loser, bro.
Yeah.
This fucking nerd bitch. Are you kidding me? Like, you just have never accomplished it. That guy clearly has never set out to accomplish something and successfully done it. Because that's one of the easiest things he's ever set out to do, and he failed.
Dude, those guys just definitely got up, and then you could see them through a window, but you couldn't hear them.
Was there two of them?
No, these are the interviewers in hell. Like,
oh, okay.
They're gonna get up from the desk and just lose it in the hallway. They're gonna just completely lose it.
And that guy's just gonna be sitting there handcuffed to the desk, tears coming out of his eyes.
Yeah, he's like, what did I? Well, I lived for so long for nothing, no purpose at all.
They don't even remember me.
Yeah, they're not going to, bro. Come on, you didn't.
Like, yo, you remember that guy? You remember that guy that blew himself up? Yeah. What the fuck was that shit about? What was his name? I don't know, man, but that was weird.
Dude, it's weirder because he set it up like so people he apparently didn't want to kill civilians, right? He had this speaker. He had this speaker on his van.
Yeah.
And it was saying to evacuate the area. And I think it was for a while. And then all the police in the area were like, hey, everyone back away. This is bad. And I think he wanted it to blow up and kill a bunch of cops that were trying to. But he couldn't even do that. So, like...
Well, now I wonder, what was his message?
Oh, my God. Well, you are a lib cuck. You probably think, all cops should be dead.
I'm just wondering,
so.
was he invoking revolution? I mean, either way, failed. I'm not going to give this guy
total
any
loser move, bro. No credit.
But he wasn't trying to kill... If he wasn't trying to kill civilians, I wonder what was... Was there a message behind the... I mean, I guess there was always a message behind the attack. But was this one, sparking some revolution? Not that I'm pro what he did. Not that I'm pro. I'm just curious.
All he probably did was blew up like some fucking businesses that have been closed from the pandemic and shit, and small businesses and
business.
But
yeah, you see, Dave Portnoy is raising money to help small businesses.
Good for him. I'd love to work for that man.
I would love to, honestly. Honestly, I think he is the best businessman in the world.
He's very savvy. I think he's got a lot to offer the world. But while we're on the topic, again, I really want to exploit this as much as possible, because you don't often get to totally talk about a tragedy with not really feeling any sense of guilt about it. I know that he still caused damage, and I know some people are probably going to have a hard time sleeping, and I know it's probably still traumatic or whatever.
And I wonder if it's like, can we get canceled for like, maybe he had mental health issues?
All I'm saying is, if I were going to kill people,
watch yourself. I'm not saying this.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be great at it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Liam, a kid who looks like you probably shouldn't say that.
I know. But it's on principle. It's on principle.
It's just I agree.
If I was smart enough to make a bomb,
you don't have to be smart enough to make one.
And I was crazy enough to make a bomb to hurt other people, which I would never do. I love other people. But if I were going to do it,
you'd be successful.
Especially if I had to drive hours. I had told my close family that people are going to remember me. Like, you better be pulling off some wild shit.
A stunt.
No, you're just a blip. The end of 2020 that no one's going to care about.
You know who people remember? Fidel Castro.
They do. He was a pawn in the Cold War.
But you know who people won't remember?
The expense of
this guy. You know what though? If you think about it, you don't. I definitely couldn't. I know for a fact I couldn't name a single terrorist from 9/11. I don't know. I put that in quotes. A single person on the plane in 9/11. Like, because 9/11. If it was an inside job or not, I'm not. Who's to say? Not me. But
we got a New Yorker's perspective on 9/11.
I was young as shit. I vaguely remember the day. I remember having to leave school, and like my dad was a cop, so like.
Well, I've never asked you this before. Now I'm curious. Go on.
It was just like I like the day. I don't remember much. I as an adult have a very like. I've joked so much about 9/11 being an inside job that I'm not sure anymore. I don't know if the joke has become my reality or not.
Trust me, I get it.
Yeah, I know you get it. You take the bit too far sometimes, and now I'm like,
I really do.
I really don't know. Like, I'm like, maybe if because so much of it makes sense that it was probably an inside job. Either way, I was young. I just remember having to leave school, and I remember everyone was in a panic. I remember like emotion and feeling, but I don't remember details of the day. I just remember panic being a thing, and it being like pretty cuckoo fucking crazy.
How long was it? Do you remember it? Do you remember being cuckoo fucking crazy?
Definitely
I know we were young.
A couple weeks. So. Like we couldn't like. I remember like it being like a panic-stricken thing if a plane flew overhead for like quite a bit. Like it was like, oh, what the fuck's that plane doing?
Yeah. Meanwhile, no, I'm not gonna tell that story. No, not gonna tell that story. Well, like people that don't live in New York don't like New Yorkers. They think, of course, New Yorkers spit on us most of the time, and
because we're the best.
Yeah, getting
bombed.
Planes.
Okay, what about the Boston bombing, dick fuck?
Guy, again, listen, way too close to home for me to talk about it in a bunch of memes like I was doing before. But
far more recent.
The reality is those people, were jokes.
Also, if you look at the Boston
I heard the younger one sold bad weed to friends that my cousin went to college with.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's like a low-key, like, I know a celebrity.
Kinda. They still haven't killed him.
But like that's the thing. That's the thing. Like your city is only worth like a minuscule bombing. Like that's your guy's big terrorist attack.
But like we still had the
New
Boston
York had a couple planes hit, dude. A couple planes hit New York. Now that
from Boston.
From Boston.
All those planes are from Boston.
Is that where they departed from?
Yeah, that's where they departed from. Yeah,
that makes sense. Mark Wahlberg was supposed to be on one of those planes.
I think so.
Mark Wahlberg, and I quote, Mark Wahlberg said shortly after that happened, 9/11, he was supposed to be on a plane. In an interview, said, "If I was on one of those planes, it wouldn't have gone down like that."
I think so.
I think I agree too. I think Mark would have saved the fucking day. I think Marky Mark would have saved the day.
One of those planes wouldn't have. He couldn't get on all four.
I think he could have hijacked it. I think he could have hijacked the one, took it back, boom, took it back, flew into another, whilst flying into another, jump out, parachute down, get to safety, call, hey guys, we got two bogeys in the air. We need to take them down. So we start scrambling the fighters. Dude, Marky Mark's heading the charge. They pick him up along the way. He's on the wing, riding the wing with an AK-47. Takes out the third plane. The one that's on its way to the Pentagon, Marky Mark jumps from a fighter jet, bro. Two like big old machete knives in hands. Comes down the side of that plane. Opens it up and just goes down. Marky Mark saves the day.
Lands and is like, all right, let's make The Departed.
Yeah, literally. We should make that movie. We should pitch that to Marky Mark.
I think you just made that movie, Mike. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're putting it out in the ether. I kind of almost made it sound like I said I think so, that Marky Mark should have been on that plane. I didn't mean that. Seth MacFarlane, though, I can't believe he was also supposed to be on that plane.
Really?
Yeah, but he overdrank the night before and was hungover the next day.
I don't know, Liam. I don't know, because it seems like these celebrities, both not being on this plane, like they got a little, hey, don't go on this flight today call.
Dick Cheney just called them up. He was like, we're going to be at war forever. It's going to be
And you know for a fact, Dick Cheney loves both Marky Mark and Seth MacFarlane.
He's like a huge fan well into his late age. He's still out. He has them over. He makes them wear Hawaiian shirts, his only request. And they drink on the back porch. Just like the good old days. Yeah, Mai Tais.
And he has a sign that says "My Ties with my guys," and like he just like always makes it a thing that like the boys are drinking Mai Tais together.
War crimes, Mai Tais, and the guys.
He has like a picture of all three of them in Hawaiian shirts drinking Mai Tais, like framed next to his bed.
Waterboarding. They waterboard each other. Donald Rumsfeld is just in the corner jerking. Never mind.
Mark Wahlberg, I know the name of the episode, Liam. Mark Wahlberg was in on 9/11. That's that.
No, we can't milk 9/11.
Why not?
I just feel like it's been done. That's
Mark
really
Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg can't melt steel beams, so it's like, okay, what's going on in here?
Some clout. We're looking for some clout. I see.
Because we called Adam Sandler out. I think we should just keep calling out celebrities.
We call that Adderall. The entire medical industry.
Rockefeller. I mean, we're obviously shadow banned. Otherwise, we'd have more views. I actually had somebody say. I had somebody tell me they couldn't find us on Spotify.
Yeah, I've had some people tell me that too, which is just heartbreaking, right? Because it's like,
we're shadow banned.
No, some people find it. I think it's through our direct links. But like, if you put in Good Vibe, you have to really put in like Good Vibes Live episode number to have something come up on YouTube or Spotify. It comes up if you search in playlist a little bit. Our Good Vibes Live playlist comes up first, which is not something we want people to listen to as frequently as the pod, but that's good music too. Like,
it's just like a shame that we're shadowed.
We need to find our audience. We need to start taking this marketing shit seriously, because I don't want to work for no man.
I know who our audience is. I already know who our audience is.
I'm hoping you're going to take our Twitter to the next level.
We're foolish to not strictly appeal to 16 to 32-year-old men. That's our audience.
I do not know what I could possibly be doing more.
I think that's the only thing, anything you could appeal to. Women we're not appealing to, for sure. For sure, no.
I think it's about 20%, last I checked.
That's actually more than I thought it would be.
Significantly, like 4 to 5 times as much.
Yeah, I thought it would be like, honestly, I wouldn't have been shocked to find that no women listen to this podcast.
Yeah, me neither. All right, well, Mike, this has been a pretty long episode. Maybe, I don't know. But I want to get to the point. I don't know. How long has it been? Let's see.
I don't know.
Let's try and figure this out. It's 9:30 now.
It's only 7:30. Oh, wow. It's 7:36 over here.
9:30 now. Oh, it's not even been a minute.
It's
been
an
hour.
Yeah,
not
it's
even
been about
an
hour.
Yeah. What do you feel like wrapping it up?
Yeah, I could wrap it up. I'm starving, so I wouldn't mind that, actually.
Sure. Do you think we,
Oh, can I tell a funny story before I wrap it up?
Of course.
Not
Yeah,
a funny
of course,
story.
Mike.
Just like this is, this is for the 80% of listeners. Men, women. I'm sorry, this one's calling you ladies out. All I'm saying is, this girl hit me up today on Snapchat. That I banged this girl a while ago, many years.
Whoa. Premarital sex, not something we endorse here on the pod. No. We talked about this.
Like 4. And she this is why we can't trust or love these hoes, Liam. She hits me up.
I never said this before. I don't trust men or women.
Liam, we can't love these tricks.
I don't trust anybody.
She says, hey, I'm single. My boyfriend of 7 years cheated on me. And I just thought to myself, like, okay, well, I know multiple guys that you slept with while you were dating him. So why
get her on
you
the pod?
Upset, Should we get her to discuss? Like, we should corner her with questions. No, we shouldn't. We absolutely shouldn't.
Yeah, we shouldn't. Seems like a nice girl.
She's a bad person. She's a bad person.
Okay. All right. Well, a lot of information.
I'm not mentioning any names. I just wanted to bring up the story so all men out there know your girlfriend is cheating on you.
Yeah. I think that's a positive message to put out there, to be honest with you. Whenever I've dated someone, I assume that they're cheating on me, so I don't feel as bad for doing it. When I cheat on them. Yeah. I did that every chance I got.
An easy way to know if your girlfriend is cheating on you is she awake? Is she breathing? Is she in your sight? If the answer to the last one is no, and the
I got another one.
First 2 are yes.
I got another one. Does she believe that you have pneumonia?
No, she doesn't even need to believe you have pneumonia.
She doesn't, bro. It was fucked up. Go on.
But if she's awake, if she's alive, and she's not in front of you, she's cheating on you, Kim.
Yeah, it's simple. It's simple as that. It's simple as that.
If your girlfriend has an Instagram, she's cheating on you.
You know what bothers me?
What?
A few podcasts back, we interviewed a college alumni, a good friend.
Kennedy?
Yeah. And he said at one point in the podcast that me and you are the reason why he thinks women aren't shit. Like, he put that on us.
I mean, he saw what happened. He saw what happened.
Well, fucking bro, shit happens, right? Shit happens.
He's got a wonderful woman now, though. He's in a relationship.
Yes. But I just wanted
probably cheating on
to be clear in the lore of this Good Vibes Live that we don't hate women.
I'm not saying I hate women.
Yeah.
I just know they all cheat on their boyfriends.
And it was better when they couldn't vote. But everyone knows this inherently, but okay, can I talk about something real quick?
Women's suffrage.
Women's suffrage, I believe. My point is, I believe all women are great.
But they're also cheaters.
I've been fortunate enough to never catch my significant other cheating.
Never catch.
That's what I said. I know what I said.
Key word, though.
I'm sure I'm very cheatable on. I bet I could have caught. I could have caught. I could have caught any of my girlfriends sleeping with another person, and I'd probably just convince myself that it wasn't what was happening.
It's not hard to do.
No, I know.
It's easier to pretend it's not happening.
Come on, man.
It saves your feelings.
Okay, so on this point about women, I'd like to take a moment for a real good woman that is no longer with us.
Dude.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. She was a guest on this.
What a wild way to bring it up, though.
A month, bro.
As we're talking about
she would have
women.
liked that. That was her style. She would have thought it was funny. Yeah. She had a sense of humor.
She did have a sense of humor.
I don't know. I couldn't have. I was thinking this whole time if we were, how to talk about it. If we were gonna talk about it, I'm still sad about it. It doesn't feel good. But friend of the show, Casey Durkin, she was on a few pods back, passed away, and unfortunately is no longer with us. She was great. She was a great comedian, great person, great soul, lit up the room, made you feel better about yourself, et cetera, things people say when their friends die. I'm still sad about it. Mike, you got anything to say? You got anything to add?
I mean, I didn't know Casey the way you knew her. I only met her for this podcast. But even that brief interaction with her, like you just see, she just is, a light, a beacon of light in a world where not too many people make you feel that positive energy. So she was definitely a good soul that will be missed for sure.
Feels, even weird bringing something like this up. Like if we had like 10 guests on this show, maybe, and one of them died, it would have been different.
Yeah.
If it had been Kevin, I'm not talking about it.
No.
But should have been Kevin. He knows. He's acutely aware. But fact of the matter is, real bummer. And, tell people they matter more because they might not be there or whatever. Again, cliche bullshit that you don't really matter. It doesn't matter. Life sucks, Mike, and it ends bullshit. It ends like bullshit for most people.
All your friends are gonna die, man.
All of them are gonna die. There's no rhyme or reason. It could happen to you whenever. It could happen to you. You could be going. You could be going 150 miles. Yes, that is exactly how I feel. I find it easier to die than to think about people I care about dying.
Yeah, bro.
Which is so selfish. Like
make a deal with my death,
Yeah, I feel like I like to think, because of me just being a piece of shit to be around and hard to talk to or whatever. I feel like I ready people up for me dying. They're just going to be like, oh, okay, and sometimes that doesn't happen with some people. And I don't really know what my point was there. I thought it was funnier when I was in my head, but clearly I don't talk about things well. The fact of the matter is, it's way easier to die than to think about other people dying.
Or, I'd rather think about other people dying, but I'd rather die than I'd rather be the first friend dead than the last friend dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a better way of what I was trying to say.
Then again, like I have friends who have already died, as you. So like, maybe not the first. I want to be middle of the pack. Middle of the pack.
I mean, like there might be an opportunity where like, Jesse's. You could Jesse's girl one of your boys and not even feel bad about it if Jesse died. Right?
If Jesse died. Jesse's girl. Hold up. Is Jesse dead in that song?
Have you have never listened to like the lyrics or seen the music video and how fucking creepy?
Okay.
I got a phone call on my end. The song is about a guy
who died,
wishing that his friend Jesse's girlfriend would get with him.
Yeah.
Wish I had Jesse's. I didn't finish the line there because we'd get taken off of YouTube. Girl, but he's talking about wishing he had his friend Jesse's girl.
But Jesse's not dead.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is if one of your boys died, you could, take his grieving girlfriend off his hands,
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, shit.
Yes, what's
sad. It's kind of sad. I don't even know if
this is a bad vibe.
I don't speak to either of these people anymore. But a homie of mine passed away back in the day. I was probably like, I was young. I was probably like 17. And he was a couple years older. And he had been dating this girl for quite some time.
Oh my God.
He passed away. And now she is married to his best friend of the time.
Okay.
And shortly after they got together.
Bringing people together even when you're beyond the grave. That's great.
It's fucking weird if you ask me.
Yeah, it seems a little, it's not my relationship.
I guess probably a trauma bond.
You just say that when you drive by them on the street.
I'm like, this relationship's not going to end. It's built on trauma. You're just a blanket for each other. You don't want to deal with your pain. One day this is all going to come out, and your kids are going to be very devastated by your divorce.
Driving really slowly next to them.
Yeah, I'm just like going 2 miles now. They can like see who it is.
Yeah. It's like, honestly, I'm not afraid to show my fucking face.
A lot of relationships are trauma bonds, man.
Yeah, I don't think relationships, they're all trauma. All trauma, all life is trauma. Life is taking trauma and adapting to it as it happens and pretending like it's not going to.
I don't have much. I've lived a pretty fucking sheltered life. Yeah.
Good for you.
I've had
a pretty sheltered life. I think my life could be a lot worse. I think it could be a lot better in certain particular ways, but it could, I could have.
I've never had a single bad thing happen to me.
I've been there with you, watching bad stuff happen.
Nothing's bad because it's all lessons and blessings, baby.
We had to buy pants off of strangers to get into a nightclub.
And what did I learn that night?
That was the best
wear
night.
shorts after October. What was it?
October 5th, I think.
Weird date.
Weird date, whatever.
You can't wear shorts in a Boston club after October 5th. I learned that's a lesson. What a blessing I learned that lesson.
Life lesson.
Exactly. I'll pass that on to my kids. Pass that on to my kids.
And if you do, just follow the red brick road home.
If my kids ever go out in Boston after October 5th, I'll make sure to remind them wear pants.
Yeah. Or take the freedom trail until you find strangers
that you could wear
trusting enough.
I can't believe it. Honestly, granted, we overpaid, and I had a sick pair of shorts on. I think you had a pair of my shorts on as well.
You lost 2 pairs that night.
I lost big. Those were both sick pairs of shorts.
Yeah, they were sick. I thought I was talking about the whole way up, and they. I'm
like vividly remembering the shorts now, and I'm really fucking sad, to be honest. I really liked both of those pairs of shorts.
Do you remember their expressions when? I guess
they were
I asked them. It was me. I did it.
I think I asked them.
No, let the record show, you son of a bitch. I will not. You can take credit for so much shit, Mike, but not this.
I don't remember. I honestly don't. We remember this. We remember this different. We remember this different.
I go up and I right outside of the Bank of America. First of all, I have a photographic mind. My mind is photographic.
I remember being outside the bank too. I remember having to take cash out.
And there's a crowd of they circle us, and I'm like,
they were about our age.
They were about our age, and we're very lucky that they didn't rob us because we were the most robbable people in the city that night.
I would have fucking fended them off, though, no questions asked.
Mike, we couldn't even get into a club, bro. We couldn't even get.
That's different than
you always have
a bunch of punks.
Imagine fighting a bunch of punks with ecstasy in your soul.
I could have won that fight. Yeah, I would have.
Yeah, I think so. I think my money's on us just because they sold pants to strangers.
Yeah, those are some. We paid like $50 for these pants.
I didn't give the kid any money. Once he gave me the pants, I'm like, hey,
I know
buddy.
you had to you guys went off to like the farthest.
Mike,
I just dropped trout where we were at.
Yeah, you did, bro. You want a record forever? You couldn't walk 5 minutes to the bathroom. 5 seconds to the bathroom.
You guys went very far, and your pants were like 10 sizes too big.
Yeah, it was sick. I took like the rope part of one of these types of jackets, and I strung it together and danced with a cop that night.
Yeah, that was a crazy night.
You know how I found out she was a cop?
Is that the girl that I asked, "Are you a mom?" and she got really offended?
It probably was.
She's definitely a mom.
I noticed she had a gun. I noticed the gun, and I was like, "Oh, what's that about?" And then she was like, "Oh, I'm undercover."
Was she on duty? What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was trying to find people that were doing innocuous things and clearly wasn't that good at it. If you ask me, from what I could
yeah,
see,
she
just from
definitely
what
was
I could
not
see,
good at it.
just from what I could see. But
I mean, she was probably looking because like you can't get arrested for being on drugs, can you?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you sure? Are you
Positive.
sure?
Definitely.
I think you can only get arrested for having drugs.
I
think if you do the drugs, you're innocent. If there's no proof
of the drugs, sure, Mike. That's if you want to. That's fine. Next time,
I'm gonna just look it up.
Feds are kicking in your door. Make sure to take the. I don't know, all the aspirin.
For being, I'm going to a social distance festival for New Year's.
I'm very jealous of you. I haven't done anything cool in a very long time. I might get a job on New Year's. That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, that's cool. I just quit a job and got a new job.
Yeah, I think I'm doing life insurance sales. I don't know what you're
there is no Washington law that makes it illegal to have drugs in your system.
So that's Washington. They just made all drugs legal. So
no, Washington, like DC.
Oh, okay. Or was it Oregon? Did Oregon make all drugs law? Yeah, I think it was Oregon.
Yeah, it was Oregon.
You want to move to Oregon just to see how it goes for like the next few years?
Say again?
I'm going to move to Oregon.
I'd be down to it. I would be down. That's actually like, I'm not like planning on moving, but like when
Texas.
and if I do,
I'm thinking of going to Texas.
Yeah, I just don't know if I.
We need to get this podcast to take over. Take over.
I'm with that.
Which requires seriously, how much more effort could we both put into this?
A significant amount more.
Like,
if you be like, how much could we, or how much?
Yeah, I own a mic and I don't use it. Right? Like that's probably
own a mic.
Yeah. So that's probably something we could do. I think our lo-fi is part of the appeal, personally.
So you say that?
It's just lazy.
But I don't think it's definitely not part of the appeal to an everyday podcast listener. Like they don't want to listen to bad quality audio.
They don't. Okay. That's fine. I hear you. So that's something that's something we could work on. Did you like?
It would be easier if we were in person.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that about all podcasts. I do think we have a particularly good rapport where we're able to make the most out of a bad situation. But
I don't disagree.
What do you think with the TikTok? How did that do for you? What did that do? What did that do for you?
I like making the TikToks.
Well, your TikToks are amazing, but I'm talking about my.
But I'm putting them on. Oh, in terms of I liked them. I liked them.
You like them? Yeah. Okay, you like that style. So find stuff, get a beat to it. Okay. I think. How? Okay, you use TikTok more than me. I have probably 6 uploads, because I only started it at the end, and I don't know. I just haven't really fucked around with it that much. What do you feel about that platform? You find it's a good way to grow?
I mean, I don't know. I think you could definitely grow off of any platform. I think TikTok is the most encouraging platform. I think it's where you're going to get the most positive feedback.
Really? I was thinking about just roasting as much as I can and bullying people.
I don't think TikTok is the place for that. I think TikTok is a place for positivity.
People say
younger
TikTok
generation.
Is the most offensive platform. No joke. People say it is the most offensive platform. Yeah.
Really?
Because the number one comment is always the funniest, and it's all in its descending order from that. So it's always just mean shit for most people.
I think I only see positive comments, to be honest.
That sounds like you're only hearing what you want to hear.
I'll like go to a video right now and I'll read the most.
That's just what I heard. Again, I don't use the
top comment here. This isn't a good example because it's just snowboarding is just cooler, but I'm a better skier. That's not I don't know why that's the top comment in that video.
Don't know why anyone would have liked that, honestly. I don't know. I don't even need the context.
Top comment of this one. Y'all didn't have to go that hard though. Compliment to 2 dudes dancing.
What a waste of words.
Top comment on this one. This is the content I find hilarious. Sounds pretty fucking positive.
That's positive reinforcement so far. A couple of them have been.
Top comment on this one. Laughing face. How isn't this blown up? So not a popular TikTok, only 265 likes, but the people commenting are wondering, how isn't it blown up?
People say that about us. They don't comment though. We don't have any comments even on our most viewed videos. No one wants to talk to us directly. It's weird. Like they want to. Some of these videos have been watched a few times, and it's a little weird that people just kind of just don't sit in. It's like we're having these conversations. Like these could be open conversations with people. We could have people writing in asking us relationship advice. I'd love to be That's what I'd love to do. Just give relationship advice.
Yeah, I think we should have that as a segment.
We should maybe.
I'll send in.
Yeah, let's just create some stuff next week for like a funny bit.
But that's top comment. This is the last one I'll do.
Wait, Mike, hold on. I did get an email now that you mentioned it on just for relationship advice.
Oh wow, yeah. What's the question?
Yeah, this man's name is Darwin Edmonton, and he says, "Dear Mike," weird. He started with you first.
Yeah.
But he said, "Dear Mike and Liam and everyone else at the Good Vibes Live family, comma, I have been dating the same woman for 15 years, and I haven't proposed to her because I think her sister is more attractive. What should I do to get her to sleep with me? Thank you. Love the show. Keep it up. #1 fan, Darwin Edmonton."
So what I'm hearing is
Maryland.
Is she a fiance?
No, they've just it seems like they've been long-term boyfriend and girlfriend, 15 years.
But Darwin does include
in the heading here that he is 36 years old, so maybe him dating. Yeah, but he says it's in all caps after an ellipsis here. I want to sleep with the sister more than I want to sleep with her.
That's his answer.
Yeah, so he's asking what should he do?
Yeah, I know what he should do. He should blow the back out of the sister. That's my relationship advice.
Darwin, I appreciate you writing in. I think you have a lot of talent. Clearly, you got big ambitions. You got big goals. I would agree with Mike, though. I think that's probably the only thing you wanted to hear. So we couldn't have said anything else.
In the meantime, I got an email.
Did you really? What was it about?
This is from Rosa Stewart.
Rosa Stewart. Oh, Rosa Stewart from Ontario.
No. That's probably a different Rosa Stewart. This is a 29-year-old from Florida. 29-year-old Rosa Stewart asks, "Hey, Mike and Liam, long time, first time. I love your guys' show, but my boyfriend can't come anymore unless we're listening to it. So every time we make love, he has to play Good Vibes Live on repeat. It's not that I don't love your guys' voices, but at what point can it just be me and him again? I'm not sure how much longer this is going to go on. It's been going on for 2 months now. What do you guys think I should do? Do you think this is going to end? P.S. Baby, if we're fucking to this, I love you." All right. I mean, that's definitely a heavy question.
Well, it's interesting, too, because I'm in the same boat as the man here.
Okay.
I need to listen. I listen to some of our classics. Yeah.
Okay. Some of the hits.
And I can't, deliver the goods, if you will.
Yeah.
Otherwise. And it usually, I'm with the person I'm with. I make us both listen to it. And I need to see them laugh, like seriously, not like half laugh.
No, they have to laugh.
Yeah, they have to laugh. And if that, until then, there's no chance I'm getting into it. So
yeah.
I hear where they're coming from, but Mike, I'm interested to see your take.
I'm in a similar boat. I have, as you know, I'm a very self-obsessed human. So all of my art on my room in my room is just different live streams, or not live streams, I suppose, but what are those fucking the gifs of highlights from the show. And so it's not that I'm listening to it, but I'm looking all around at the show at all times, so I can reach my climax. Yeah, so I can reach my climax.
So, what was the Mrs. name?
Rosa Stewart.
Okay, Rosa. My advice to you would be to buy each other merch from our store.
Sure.
Because maybe, it won't be quite like listening, but you guys can be wearing it in public, and you guys both know it means sex stuff. It's like a whole new field.
It's actually crazy that you bring up merch. I'm sure you did this on purpose to plug the new product. So I'm sure a lot of you know the website Ashley Madison. Well, we have partnered with them to create. So me and Liam made about 300 dick molds each, and Ashley Madison is selling our dick molds as dildos. So there's about 600 exclusive drop. It's Good Vibes Live design dicks in our sizes, and you can buy them at any Ashley Madison, near you, and it's a great deal. So get them while they last, ladies, or men.
I know this was a promotion that you set up.
Yeah.
But can I ask you a question about Ashley Madison? Is that the website where individual people in a relationship can meet up and cheat?
I thought Ashley Madison was the lingerie website.
What am I thinking of? That website a few years ago?
That might be Ashley Madison, but let me look up Ashley Madison.
It sounds right, doesn't it? Sounds like.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Ashley Madison is the discreet dating website.
So they had a data leak a few years ago.
Really?
And ruined a lot of marriages. Yeah.
I understand.
That were built on lies. So they weren't marriages worth saving, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been married. I don't know how hard it can be. Probably tough.
Probably pretty fucking tough.
I imagine it's hard.
You know what else is tough? The new Ford F-150.
I've heard that. Sponsors.
Exactly. We gotta drop these promos so we get paid.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
We should wrap it up now.
Yeah, we should. I felt like it was some weird timing riffing there for a bit, but I think we got, by the end we worked it back up. Now I think we should add some positive vibe songs, right? Because even when times are bad, good music is always good. Mike, can you go first? If you have one off grip.
Yeah,
if you don't, we can take as long as you need.
I'm gonna go with Colors, the live studio version by the Black Pumas.
Okay.
An incredible guitar solo and an incredible piano solo in that version. It's fucking fire. And if you have
keep talking about it.
If you have a chance to watch the YouTube video, honestly, that's fucking one of the best videos ever in history. When you just see these men just fucking jamming, blamming, whamming on their instruments. The dude playing piano just. I was trying to learn the beginning of that song on guitar, but I'm just a piece of shit.
Are you still playing guitar?
I dabble a little bit.
I got a guitar.
We should
got an electric guitar. I'm gonna learn it. I'm gonna learn how to play it, and sure, we can start a Good Vibes Live band. But
I'm not sorry.
Until that day comes, Mike.
What's your song?
I don't know if this is a positive song, but the beat makes me feel good.
Okay.
The Less I Know, the Better by Tame Impala.
Oh, that is definitely not a positive song, but good song to dance to.
Can you listen to it and not be in a good mood? Should I put another song on?
No. It's definitely a good mood. It's definitely a good mood song, but if you listen to the lyrics,
unless you think about it. It's like
exactly.
Hey Ya by Outkast.
Now I didn't know Hey Ya wasn't. I mean, I guess I know the lyrics to Hey Ya. It's not that sad.
Dude, it is very sad. Listen to someone cover that shit on an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, I Obadiah Parker's version. I know.
It's heartbreaking.
That's how I learned. But that's just because of the way he's singing it. I don't think the lyrics themselves are that sad. We get together, we get together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved.
That's sad.
And what they say then, nothing is forever. Then what makes
this is all sad?
Then what makes love the exception? So why are we so in denial? We know we're not happy here. Maybe it's pretty sad.
Yeah, it's super sad. Listen to it after. You're gonna listen to it after the song, smoking some weed, and probably just cry.
I might have to.
Made it a radio banger, though.
I think I just killed that cover, too.
Yeah, it sucks. This whole episode's going to be taken offline because of it. But it was too good. It was too good. It's going to register as us playing the real song.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But, that's kind of my point. Maybe that's a point we can talk about with the playlist. It's about music that makes you feel good, especially if you don't think.
Yeah. Thinking makes you feel bad most of the time.
Yeah, thinking is lonely.
Don't think, drink. That's my new rule.
Don't think, drink. That's the name of the episode.
No, don't think, drink. And on that note, I think we should sign off.
Yeah, this has been way too fucking long. We've wasted these people's time for way too.
Because we remember we restarted in the beginning though.
Yeah, like when we were a minute into the last one.
Yeah, but I had to get, I don't know, man. I had to get laundry at some point.
I've enjoyed this conversation.
I have to.
All right. Well, that's all that really matters. Same.
Now. All right.
Have a good night, Mike. Peace out.
I love you.
Peace. Love you. Yeah, sure. Bye. How do I stop recording? There we go.